Welcome friends to another r/AmITheJerk video. There's a lot of jerks in this world, but if you aren't one, make sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons down below. That said, our first story of the day is by Superflossgirl222222. Am I the jerk for not cutting my hair for my friend's wedding, but doing it a few years later? I've always had very thick curly hair, about a 3A for those familiar with the scale, and I love it. About a decade ago, I decided to stop cutting it to see how long it'd get, and to just embrace the curls. A lot of people in my life were not a huge fan, constantly telling me I should cut it and wouldn't it look cute straight. I do straighten it for special occasions, but given it takes hours, it's not something I do often. It's now a decent way down my back. My friend got married in late 2019. She asked me what I wanted to do with my hair. I said I plan on straightening it, which I did. She asked if I could trim it to make it look a little nicer. I said no. She backed off fairly quickly. Cut to now, last year, I developed psoriasis. It didn't just attack my skin, but also my scalp. It led to a lot of plaque buildup. I do a special hair treatment twice a week, but it's hard with my longer hair. At the recommendation of my dermatologist and a hair specialist friend, I decided to cut most of my hair off into a pixie cut so it would be more manageable and easier to treat. It was devastating. I know that sounds dramatic, but I love my curls and long hair. It made me feel beautiful and confident after years of struggling with my image. I'm in therapy. I've had a rough go since. My friend reached out and asked why I cut my hair. I explained, and she asked why I do a dramatic cut now but wouldn't 2.5 years ago. I said it was to make life easier, and she asked why she wasn't worth it. Am I the jerk? I would say OP's definitely not the jerk. They only did it now begrudgingly because it helps their medical condition. If you had a friend who really wanted you to cut your hair and they wouldn't budge on that opinion regardless of what you said, would that be something you'd hold as some kind of grudge against them for the rest of your friendship? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Our next story is by Jumpy Capital 5800. Am I the jerk for being pissed that my fiance spent darn near close to $2,000 in 4 days and can't locate where it went to? My fiance and I have been together for almost 6 years now, and while we don't have any children together, we do have a cat, a dog, a home, 2 vehicles, and loads of expenses. I became unemployed last month after getting into a car accident and needing surgery and recovery time, and my employer being unwilling to wait 6 weeks for my return. I currently receive unemployment of $120 a week and have 3 job interviews coming up next week, as I'm practically at my 6-week post-surgery mark and can start working again. My fiancé has been unemployed for 3 months due to mental health. Mental health, in my opinion, being he just doesn't want to work. Not to discredit his mental health, but I'm telling you right now that I'm with this man 24/7 and the stress mental health he's talking about is not present in the slightest. Guy is always happy and overly happy to spend money. He spends more now that he isn't employed than he did when he was employed. All of our bills are covered, and this is not the issue. The issue is, he just spent almost $2,000 in 4 days and has no freaking idea where the money went. So basically, we went to stay with my mother in Pennsylvania for 2 weeks for my cousin's wedding and my grandfather's funeral. I hated my grandfather for reasons I can't mention, so as heartless as it sounds, I didn't care about his passing or his funeral, but it gave me time to catch up with family. 5 days ago, we had $2,300 roughly in the bank. He has the app on his phone, I don't. Therefore, I don't have text alerts or email notifications on balances like he does. Today, I asked to see his phone to check the bank, and we're down to $280. I haven't touched the freaking bank card. I have my unemployment card that I've been using since I hardly ever make purchases. He, on the other hand, goes to a gas station 6 times a day and buys God only knows what. So I flipped out. I asked what he had spent all the money on, and he got defensive and was like, "There's no freaking way I blew through that much money," and tried blaming Pennsylvania's prices. We live in New Hampshire, so prices are cheap. I told him at this point that his mental health break is over and he is to get a job immediately to recoup what he spent on useless crap, and I've contacted the bank for a full statement. He says I'm the jerk for not seeing that he obviously didn't intend to spend this much money and it was an honest mistake and I'm pushing this too far. Am I the jerk? Again, money is not an issue. We've always saved and been well ahead on our bills and expenses, and usually pay up months in advance. We don't even owe rent until the beginning of July. This is why I could very well be the jerk here. Admittedly, I know I myself can blow money pretty quickly too, but at least if I was in a relationship like that, I would be honest about it. Imagine spending over $2,000 over a 4-day period, and then having the gall to say, "Well, obviously I didn't intend to spend that much money." That's such a non-statement. It's entirely your responsibility to know how much money you're spending and how much money you have. OP's fiance is out here throwing money around like they're Jeff Bezos or something. This next story is by PrizeBrief7347. Am I the jerk for telling my best friend who's getting married that how I planned the bachelor party is none of his fiance's business? My childhood best friend is getting married, and I'm appointed as a best man. When he picked all our friends as groomsmen, I made sure to get them in line to arrange the most bomb bachelor party for him. We have a great strip club around our town, and we've occasionally been there since our college days. My friend who's the groom stopped coming once he started dating his fiancée, but I know he loves it. We'd go have some dinner at first and then off to the club. Last night, he came to me and told me not to arrange the bachelor party at the club because his fiancée feels uncomfortable and he doesn't want to make her feel uncomfortable. I asked him what he wants, and he would say that he doesn't mind, but he doesn't want it simply because it would make his fiancée sad. That's when I told him, freak what she thinks then. If you're okay with this, we're doing it. None of her business what we plan, and she doesn't have to know. He told me that if I proceed with this, then there won't be a bachelor party. This morning, his fiancée texted me, freak what I think, huh? My best friend told her what I said. This whole thing caused a whole misunderstanding. My best friend is mad at me, and so is his fiancée. The groomsmen claim that she's being a witch and I shouldn't mind her, and we should just make sure our friend has fun before he's married. Am I the jerk? Whether you think it's pandering or being whipped or something, the fact of the matter is, this guy came to you man to man and said that they don't want it because it's going to make their fiancé sad. If you can't respect that they're telling you that, that's a you problem, and you should probably give that bachelor party up to somebody else who can actually plan it around what OP wants. Our next story is by AceFire248. Am I the jerk for going on a vacation with a female friend and paying for her when I have a girlfriend? I, 24-year-old male, have been with my girlfriend, 24 female, for a little over 4 years. I've never been unfaithful to her or anyone else in any prior relationship. We moved in together a little over a year ago and will get engaged eventually if everything goes well. I was lucky enough to land a good paying IT job out of college, so I make most of the money for the household. She has her own cake business, but it doesn't bring money in reliably because it's more of an informal service than a traditional store. I've known my friend, 23-year-old female, since our mid-teens. I've never been sexually involved with her, and neither has anyone else, because she's Catholic and waiting until marriage. I've been planning to go on a vacation with her this summer where I'll be paying for her food and hotel stays. This is because, unlike me, she hasn't had much luck in the job market after leaving college. If she had to pay for this stuff, she could build up credit card debt that she wouldn't be able to reliably pay off, because her month-to-month budget is so tight. This isn't life or death because her parents could ultimately step in if she's in big trouble, but she's trying to be independent so it's not zero stakes. She didn't ask me to pay, but I'm doing it because I know about her situation. My girlfriend says the plan is unfair to her, partly because we're going to be spending so much time alone together and the worrying about what could happen between us would worsen my girlfriend's anxiety and depression. When I was planning the trip, I asked my girlfriend if she'd like to come before I even asked my friend, but she didn't want to because the accommodations and places we'll visit are unappealing to her, plus she thinks she'll be busy during that time. My girlfriend also says that if we insist on doing it, I should at least not pay because my money should be going towards the household / our future now, and the fact that I'm paying and putting my friend's needs over hers is making her worry about what could happen on the trip even worse. I don't think I'm putting my friend over us because this is a one-time thing, whereas I've been putting almost all of my income into our expenses, and we aren't in serious need of anything right now. It doesn't seem like the few $100 I intend to blow covering for my friend would have a serious effect on our finances, but my girlfriend says since she has cake clients over to the apartment, the decor and her appearance need to look as good as possible so they'll trust her. So those few hundred could actually lead to us losing more money. I will admit this has been a recurring issue because I grew up poor and most of my friends still are. So I'll occasionally buy them a meal or a drink or movie tickets. I don't think these add up too much, and I don't give my friends loans or do this habitually, but every time it happens, she's very annoyed. So am I the jerk for still wanting to go through with this trip as planned? I feel like most people could probably go one way or the other on this story. Based on what OP presented here, I'm gonna go with not the jerk, simply because this is a longtime friend that they've not been romantically involved with, and they offered for the girlfriend to go on the trip with them initially, so this isn't like some sneaking around behind their back thing. Like, I feel like if OP or anybody was going to do this vacation to, I don't know, sleep around a bit, they wouldn't be so blatantly saying, hey, I'm gonna go on a vacation here with my friend and I'm gonna pay for this stuff. Wouldn't they rather try to cover it all up? I think her arguments are mostly just coming from anxiety and maybe mostly jealousy. Our next story is by ThrowR5567753. Am I the jerk for calling my brother a mama's boy and refusing to apologize for ruining his birthday? I'm female 29, my brother, male 26, and his wife, female 24, live at my mom's house. Mom tends to get involved in their marriage constantly, and my brother lets her. Sister-in-law always complains about mom steamrolling their decisions and violating her privacy. When sister-in-law got pregnant, mom got worse. She went out and bought a whole nursery and put it in her room despite sister-in-law having one in her room. Their most recent conflict is about mom pushing to be in the delivery room and sister-in-law saying no. My brother is not only siding with mom, but he's making promises to her to keep her happy. Last week, we were gathered at mom's house for my brother's birthday. His friends came and asked why sister-in-law wasn't at the dinner table. My brother nonchalantly said that she was just being a princess, acting spoiled and immature over everything. I was shocked and hurt on her behalf, so I responded, actually, she's probably just upset now that she's realized that you're a grade A mama's boy ready to do whatever mom says while ignoring your wife's wishes. Brief silence while his friends stared. He started arguing about how disrespectful I was. He told my husband to say something, and my husband just said, "Don't mind me, I'm just a bystander, sitter." Dinner got awkward, and my brother's friends left early. He went off on me, saying I embarrassed him in front of his friends and ruined his birthday dinner. I decided to go home because he kept yelling. Mom then called, demanding I apologize for the rude things I said at dinner, but I refused. Am I the jerk for this? I think OP's not the jerk because they're exactly right, and I feel bad for the wife. Imagine having to put up with somebody that is going to literally promise things to their mom that you told them straight up you do not want anything to do with. Imagine knowing you're going to be the one in the delivery room and your spouse is the one saying to their mom, "Oh yeah, you can be in there. You can witness everything." Mama's boy needs to clean the brown stains off his nose. And our final story of the day is by Single Mom Stitches. Am I the jerk for wanting to remove my daughter's stitches myself? My daughter recently got a scar on her back, which needed stitches. It isn't bad and healed quickly. It's supposed to be removed yesterday, but she wants to go to a hospital and I don't. I don't feel like the jerk, but her brother's on her side, so I want an unbiased opinion. I think it's fair for me to remove them since I already removed my own stitches before. Her argument is that she trusts professionals. I think she's being paranoid. I keep asking her why she can't trust me, and she keeps saying that she wants it done at a hospital and she trusts doctors more. I don't get why I need to go to the hospital for a 1 to 2 minute procedure. The scar's like 2 centimeters. It isn't that bad. Now she's pissed at me. I told her that if she doesn't let me do it, then she can let it rot. And she just said okay. We haven't spoken since then. So I could understand a hesitancy if it's something that you have to go and pay for, whether it's like a copay or you don't have insurance at all or you have bad insurance. I could understand wanting to try to curb as much expenditure as you could, but the fact of the matter is she wants a professional to take these stitches out. While you might have taken your own stitches out before, you're not a medical expert, you probably don't have sterile equipment, you're probably just kind of winging it, and for the daughter, it's a very scary situation that they're expressing to you they would feel so much more comfortable if a doctor did it. So for straight up refusing to take her into the doctor like she wants to get those stitches removed, and for saying the, well, then you'll just have to let it rot comment, I think OP is the jerk in this story. But with that being said, that's all the time we have for today. So of all these stories I've read today, which is your favorite and why? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you haven't yet, if you could like and subscribe, that would mean a lot to me. Whatever you do, whether it's liking, subscribing, turning notifications on, all of it helps grow this channel and I appreciate the heck out of it. So until next time, I'll see you all tomorrow with some more stories.